Respected sir and my dear teachers, I am Akhil, studying in BCom Computer first year, GDC Sitapal Mandi. We are the Sanskrit students as a part of Jignasa Student Study Project. We have selected the topic of science and technology in Sanskrit literature. My co-students are...
I am Nitin Naik from BCom Computer first year.
I am Ashwini, I am from BZC first year.
Myself Vaishnavi from BCom first year.
I am Anushita from BCom first year. Our aim of the project, a walk into the glorious past to re-establish the present. Contents are introduction, stage, the scientists, Sanskrit literature, science and technology, sages and their books in Sanskrit language. Conclusion.
It could be really unjust to think that the dying language Sanskrit is described and technical advancement and it remains credibly only at poetry, philosophy and religion. A Sanskrit tradition relating to Vedas and Vediknas branching out of into 18 into 64 Vedas was not only religion but also practically important for the technological prevention. It is the high time for all of us today what we are in the past and what we are today in the field of scientific knowledge.
The track record of rishis, the scientists of ancient India, is amazing. Thousands of years ago, they have claimed that the age of our present universe is mind-boggling, whereas the West maintained till a few hundred years ago, then it is created only 400 BC. They know that the Earth orbits of the Sun and not other way round, a fact that only also know few hundred years ago came to known as the West. The rishis that the many other suns that atoms make of matter at the same time that the whole universe is one. India was the first advanced nation on globe during Vedic. India sage had a knowledge, thought and inventions that even today we cannot imagine in modern era. Today, modern day scientists present their technology as invention, but it is just the reinvention or innovation based on ancient information.
Around 600 BC, Acharya Kanad wrote a book in Sanskrit is called Vaisheshika Philosophy. He wrote and explained about the atoms and molecules. He called the atoms are called as Paranamu. Today also Kanad theory, one of the most advanced theory as compared to the other philosophies. Bhaskaracharya was the most prominent astronomer mathematician. In his book Surya Siddhanta, he described the law of gravity in 11th century.
I want to quote some slokas related to astronomy. Yenema Vishwa Bhuvanani Tastuhu Tataha Chetram Balamodasta Jatam. This sloka is taken from the book Taittiriya Aranyakam. The world is due to the sun god. The living beings get their strength and energy from him. The fact that sun is the source of energy was well known to Indians from Vedic period. Mitro Dadara Prithvihi Muktadyam Mitraha Krushti. This sloka is taken from the book Taittiriya Samhita. This means the sun holds the earth and the celestial region. The sun is the attracting power of all heavenly bodies. Cause of eclipse. Chadayati Shashi Suryam Shashina Mahati Cha Bhuchaya. This sloka is written by Aryabhatta from Aryabhattiyam. The moon covers the sun and the great shadow of the earth covers the moon. These are the contributions for the society written by the sages. Acharya Charaka wrote Charaka Samhita related to medicine. Sage Bharadwaja wrote Vaimanika Shastra related to Vimanas. Kapila Muni wrote Sankhya Darshanam related to description of meditation. Patanjali wrote Yoga Sutras related to yoga. Acharya Aryabhatta wrote Aryabhattiyam related to motions of the solar system. Acharya Sushruta wrote Sushruta Samhita related to surgery. Varaha Mihina wrote Pancha Siddhantika, Brihat Samhita, Brihat Jataka related to astronomy. Bauddhayana wrote Sulabha Sutra related to Pythagoras theorem. Acharya Nagarjuna wrote Rasaratna Samuchayam related to chemical science. Panini wrote Astadhyayi related to linguistics.
Sanskrit language has been the traditional means of communication in Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism and Sikhism. Sanskrit literature holds the privilege in used being poetry, drama, science and philosophical text. If we learn Sanskrit analytically, classifying inflections, rules, understanding the link between them, it becomes very easy. Then we can understand our scientists' scripts and books in a correct way so that we can utilize that knowledge. Lastly, I want to quote our first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru. He has said that the past has gone and the present is with us and we work for the future, but I have no doubt that whatever the shape the future may take, one of the biggest, the strongest and the most powerful and the most valued of our legacies will be the Sanskrit language. Patatu Sanskritam, Vadatu Sanskritam, Jayatu Sanskritam.
Jayatu Sanskritam, Jayatu Bharatam.